Let me ask you something straight. What if I told you there's a gas inside your body that determines whether you can rise to the occasion or not? Whether you can get an erection and satisfy your partner, or slink away into the corner crying? Whether you can get hard and stay hard? A molecule that's so powerful, it can open blood vessels to allow better blood flow, especially in the penis, and also lower blood pressure, supercharge your workouts, and yes, control the quality of your erection. And here's the kicker. Most men are running dangerously low on it. It's called nitric oxide, or NO, the tiny molecule with massive impact. But don't let its size fool you. When it comes to male sex performance, it's the difference between fireworks and a flickering candle. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what nitric oxide is, how it makes your erections harder, why men lose it as they age, and most importantly, how to rebuild your nitric oxide levels naturally, without relying on blue or yellow pills that only treat the symptom, not the cause. First of all, thank you for your company today. Thank you for your support. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us. Thank you again. Now, let's get back to nitric oxide, the gas that powers your erection. So, what is nitric oxide? What does it do? Let's start with the basics. Nitric oxide isn't a supplement, a hormone, or something you buy at the gym. It's a gas your body makes naturally, produced in the lining of your blood vessels. Think of it like your body's internal plumber. When nitric oxide is released, it signals the muscles around your blood vessels to relax. And when they relax, your blood vessels widen, allowing more blood to flow through. Now guess which organ depends on that exact process to work properly? You got it, your penis. Your member is completely reliant on nitric oxide opening up and unclogging the veins of the penis to get hard and maintain that hardness. During arousal, nitric oxide floods the smooth muscle tissue inside the penis, opening the floodgates for blood to rush in and create an erection. No nitric oxide, no blood flow, no erection. It's as simple and as brutal as that. That's why nitric oxide is sometimes called the spark of life, because without it, the engine simply doesn't start. Here's what actually happens. When you're turned on, your brain sends signals to your blood vessels in the penis. Those vessels release nitric oxide, which activates an enzyme called guanylate cyclase. That enzyme creates cGMP, a messenger molecule that tells your smooth muscles to relax, and that relaxation allows blood to pour in, filling up the erectile chambers. Now here's the fun part. That's the exact same pathway Viagra and Cialis work on. Those drugs don't create nitric oxide. They just prevent your body from breaking down cGMP, allowing nitric oxide's effects to last longer. So if your nitric oxide levels are low to begin with, even the blue pill can only do so much. That's like putting a turbocharger on an empty gas tank, which means the real question isn't, do you need Viagra? It's, why are your nitric oxide levels so low in the first place? Let's explore why men are losing nitric oxide. Now this is where things get interesting and a little concerning. As men age, nitric oxide production drops dramatically, by as much as 50% by age 40, and even more after that. Why? A perfect storm of modern living. Poor diet, processed foods, sugar, and lack of leafy greens starve your body of the raw materials it needs, mainly nitrates and amino acids like L-arginine and L-citrulline. Sedentary lifestyle. When you stop moving, your blood vessels lose flexibility. Less circulation equals less nitric oxide. Chronic stress. High cortisol levels suppress the enzymes that make nitric oxide. Lack of sunlight. UV light actually stimulates nitric oxide release in your skin. Mouthwash. Believe it or not, that minty fresh rinse kills the good bacteria in your mouth that help convert nitrates from food into nitric oxide. So yes, your obsession with fresh breath might literally be killing your performance below the belt. And of course, smoking, alcohol abuse, and poor sleep also hammer your nitric oxide production. The result? Less blood flow, weaker erections, slower recovery, lower confidence. You don't just feel older, you perform older. Here's the good news. This is how to rebuild nitric oxide. Yes, there is good news. You can boost your nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is one of the few things in men's health you can actively restore, very often within weeks. Here's how to reignite your nitric oxide factory back into gear. 1. Eat nitrate-rich foods. These are your foundation. Beets, spinach, arugula, celery, lettuce, pomegranate, citrus fruits. They're packed with nitrates and antioxidants that feed your nitric oxide production. Beetroot juice, in particular, has been shown to increase nitric oxide levels within 30 minutes of drinking it. 30 minutes! Think of it as nature's pre-workout and pre-bedroom supplement. 2. Boost L-arginine and L-citrulline intake. These amino acids are the raw ingredients your body converts into nitric oxide. Foods like watermelon, nuts, fish, and dark chocolate help. Or you can supplement, especially with L-citrulline malate, which has excellent bioavailability. 3. Exercise regularly. Resistance training, sprint intervals, and especially aerobic activity all stimulate nitric oxide synthesis. When you move, your blood vessels flex and release more NO. You're literally training your arteries to stay young. 4. Get some sunlight. Get as much as you can. Even moderate sun exposure increases nitric oxide in your bloodstream. So get outside. Your body and your woman will thank you. 5. Breathe through your nose. Nasal breathing triggers nitric oxide release in your sinuses. Mouth breathing does not. So when you sleep, train, or relax, keep that mouth closed. Breathe through your nose. 6. Skip the mouthwash. Use water, salt rinses, or gentle alternatives. Remember, your oral bacteria are your nitric oxide partners, not your enemies. 7. Sleep and stress control. Deep sleep and lower cortisol both help maintain your NO cycle. Meditation, yoga, or even cold showers can support this. You don't need a miracle pill. You just need to give your body the tools it's begging for. Quick pause. Before we continue, here's something worth knowing. If you've been feeling frustrated or even embarrassed about changes in bedroom performance, sensitivity, stamina, or desire, you're not alone, and it's not your fault. There's a 100% natural solution that's already helped thousands of men feel confident and energized again. No pills, no injections, no procedures, no surgery, no risky shortcuts, just a simple, easy home remedy you can make at home, designed to support what researchers are now calling the manhood molecule, a key factor for arousal, blood flow, and lasting power. Find out more. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment, or scan the QR code now on your screen. Okay, I want men to be aware of these hidden nitric oxide crushers. A few silent killers most men overlook: chronic dehydration. Your blood thickens, circulation slows, nitric oxide production tanks. Low testosterone. When your testosterone level drops, your endothelial function, the part of your vessels that makes nitric oxide, weakens. Diabetes and high blood pressure. Both wreck your nitric oxide pathways, making ED a red flag for cardiovascular disease. That's why doctors call erectile dysfunction the canary in the coal mine of men's health. It's often the first visible warning sign of deeper circulation problems. Remember, this video is for educational purposes only and isn't a substitute for professional medical advice. If you're experiencing persistent erectile issues, see a qualified healthcare professional to rule out underlying causes. So let's zoom out. Nitric oxide isn't just about the bedroom. It's about blood flow everywhere. Your brain, your heart, your muscles, your energy. When your nitric oxide levels are high, you're sharper, stronger, more alive, in every sense. But when they're low, you feel sluggish, unmotivated, and disconnected, physically and sexually. Fixing your nitric oxide isn't just about erections, it's about reclaiming your vitality as a man. So if you've noticed changes in your performance, slower recovery, weaker erections, lower drive, don't ignore it. Start rebuilding your nitric oxide levels naturally today. Because when you restore blood flow, you restore your power. And that's something every man deserves to feel again. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and share the video with a man who might get value from it. And check out the 100% natural home remedy that thousands of men worldwide are using to boost passion, energy, and stamina in the bedroom. There's a link in the description below and in the pinned comment. Or scan the QR code now on the screen to learn more. Now watch these videos on your screen now to power up your health and well-being even higher.